Hey Celebrity Life Archive family, welcome back. After celebrating 5 legendary Filipina trailblazers who shattered ceilings in cinema, theater, and animation, today we're turning up the volume and stepping into the world of music. In this episode, we spotlight 5 Filipino artists who didn't just top charts. They redefined what it means to represent Pinoy pride on the global stage. From Lea Salonga's historic Tony Award win and Disney princess legacy, to AP's Grammy triumphs with the Black Eyed Peas, Arnell Peneda's YouTube to Journey fairy tale, Shereice's, now Jake Zyrus, rise to Billboard's top 10, and Bruno Mars lighting up stadiums across 6 continents. These are not just musicians, they're cultural game changers. Get ready for behind-the-scenes stories, career-defining moments, and the incredible impact these artists have had on music and representation around the world. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell. Because on Celebrity Life Archive, we celebrate icons who inspire and elevate. Let's dive in. Lea Salonga. Early TV success and musical roots. At 8 years old, Lea Salonga stole the spotlight on ARPAN 9's Little Miss Philippines, her crystalline soprano cutting through the studio lights and leaving veteran performers in awe. 2 years later, she won the lead in the Manila staging of The King and I, mastering operatic flourishes and subtle Shakespearean gestures alike. Critics noted how effortlessly she balanced technical precision with emotional vulnerability, proof that her talent was more than just vocal range. By 14, she had already recorded her first solo album, showcasing jazz standards and Tagalog ballads with uncanny maturity. Broadway breakthrough in Miss Saigon. In 1989, Lea boarded a plane to New York with little more than a suitcase and a head full of dreams. After weeks of grueling callbacks, she stunned casting directors with an electric rendition of I Still Believe and an unguarded audition monologue. At 18, she became the first Asian actress to win the Tony Award for Best Actress in a Musical, earning a standing ovation that reverberated through Broadway history. Her acceptance speech, "This is for every young Asian dreamer," sent shockwaves through an industry long resistant to diversity. Disney princess and concert ambassador. Lee's voice next became the singing heart of Princess Jasmine in Disney's Aladdin, 1992. Her duet, A Whole New World, soaring to the top of international charts and earning a Golden Globe nomination. In 1998, she brought Mulan to life, recording power ballads that would later inspire a generation of girls worldwide. Offstage, she's released 6 studio albums, blending jazz, pop, and OPM, that collectively sold over 1 million copies. Her world tours have taken her from Carnegie Hall to the Sydney Opera House, each concert selling out within hours. Legacy and mentorship. More than a performer, Lea Salonga has become an emblem of representation for Asian artists. She founded Songlandia, a masterclass series teaching musical theater essentials to students in Manila and New York. She sits on advisory panels for Broadway Cares/Equity Fights aides and advocates for arts education in Philippine public schools, ensuring her trailblazing path widens for those waiting in the wings. Closing and transition. Lea Salonga showed the world that a Filipino voice can conquer Broadway and global pop culture alike. Next, we turn the volume up and shift to the beat-driven journey of AP from Tarlac to Grammy Gold. AP. From Tarlac to Los Angeles. Arnel Pineda Lindo, born in Angeles City, endured orphanhood at age 11, scraping by with relatives in Tarlac. Music became his lifeline. He fashioned drums from tin cans and taught himself harmonies from church choir hymns. At 14, he hitchhiked into Angeles City's street fairs, singing for spare change, but always dreaming of stages far bigger than provincial fields. Forming the Black Eyed Peas. In 1988, a Los Angeles youth center brought him together with will.i.am. They rhymed over boombox beats and, by 1995, signed with Eazy-E's Ruthless Records as the Black Eyed Peas. Their debut album fused hip-hop lyricism with electronic rhythms, laying a blueprint for mainstream crossover that defied industry expectations. Global hits and Grammy triumphs. With Where Is the Love?, They tackled social issues, selling 3.6 million US singles and topping charts worldwide. I Got a Feeling became the anthem of a generation. Over 15 million downloads and a record for most digital sales. Their 6 Grammy wins, from Best Rap Performance to Best Pop Duo, solidified AP's role in transforming club tracks into global pop anthems. Philanthropy and cultural advocacy. Offstage, he founded the APL Foundation in 2006, deploying over $2 million to scholarships, medical grants, and disaster relief in the Philippines. His annual Beats and Rhymes camps in Manila teach underprivileged youth songwriting and production, opening doors that once seemed permanently closed. Closing and transition. AP's rise from homemade drums in Tarlac to sold-out arenas illustrates the power of grit and cultural pride. Next, we rock into Arnell Pineda's fairy tale leap from Manila's underground clubs to fronting the legendary band Journey. Arnel Pineda. Early life and Manila rock scene. In the early 90s, Arnel Pineda, hailing from Tondo, Manila, found his calling amid packed jeepney rides and makeshift stages. By day, he sang in church choirs. By night, he fronted underground rock outfits like the Zoo in smoky Metro Manila bars. Fellow musicians recall his magnetic stage presence. He'd launch into dive-bomb screams and belt-soaring high notes that turned every gig into a local legend. YouTube discovery and lightning-fast audition. In 2007, Arnel's cover of Journey's Faithfully, shot on a handheld camera in his cramped apartment, went viral, catching the eye of Journey guitarist Neil Schon. Within weeks, Arnel was auditioning via Skype, belting "Don't Stop Believin'" so powerfully that the band flew him to LA for a final audition. One take, one standing ovation, and he was officially Journey's new frontman. Revelation album and global arena tours. Revelation, 2008, marked Arnel's debut with Journey, debuting at number 14 on the Billboard 200 and shipping over 1 million copies worldwide, making him the first Filipino lead singer on a platinum rock record. Singles like After All These Years and Never Walk Away climbed the charts, while sold-out arena tours, 55,000 at Tokyo Dome, 17,500 at the Forum in LA, proved his voice resonated from Manila dives to the world's biggest stages. National impact and mentorship. Back home, his journey became a touchstone of Filipino pride. Media outlets hailed him as the rock star who rose from jeepney rides to jet-setting stages. Leveraging his fame, Arnel founded Rock Pinoy, workshops and online masterclasses teaching vocal technique, songwriting craft, and stage presence to emerging Filipino artists, proving that global stardom can grow from local roots. Closing and transition. Arnel Peneda's meteoric rise, from Manila clubs to headlining world tours, redefines how talent breaks through in the digital age. Next, we meet the teenage sensation who stunned Oprah and stormed the Billboard charts, Shereice Pimpeno, now Jake Zyrus. Shereice Pimpeno, Jake Zyrus. Viral teen prodigy. At just 15 years old, Shereice Pimpeno electrified Philippine variety shows with powerhouse covers of Whitney Houston and Celine Dion. A clip of her belting, "I Will Always Love You," on Eat Bulaga, exploded online, garnering over 2 million views in weeks and turning local curiosity into global buzz. Media outlets dubbed her the Filipino songbird overnight. Oprah Winfrey Show and major record deal. In 2009, Oprah Winfrey personally invited Shereice to perform "I Have Nothing" on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Her live rendition earned a standing ovation that cracked US primetime. Within days, she inked a deal with Atlantic Records. Her self-titled debut album vaulted to number 8 on the Billboard 200, making her the first Asian solo artist ever to land in the top 10. Collaborations, tours, and chart success. Riding her breakout, Shereice duet with Celine Dion on "The Prayer," and teamed with producer David Foster, blending pop and classical crossover. Her album sold 400,000 plus copies worldwide. Headline tours took her from London's Royal Albert Hall to sold-out arenas in Tokyo and Sydney. Guest spots on Glee and Ellen cemented her status as a global pop phenomenon. Transition to Zyrus and advocacy. In 2017, Shereice embraced his true self, announcing his transition to Zyrus and adopting he/him pronouns. As Jake, he's released introspective singles like Ink Blot Therapy, exploring identity through R&B-infused ballads. Beyond music, he's a vocal LGBTQ+ rights advocate, partnering with local nonprofits to advance acceptance and mental health support across the Philippines. Closing and transition. From viral YouTube sensation to chart-breaking artist and trailblazing advocate, Zyrus's journey underscores the power of authenticity. Up next, we turn to the multi-Grammy hitmaker Bruno Mars, our finale on Filipino musicians who conquered the world. Bruno Mars, Peter Gene Hernandez. Hawaiian roots and family stage act. Born Peter Gene Hernandez on October 8, 1985, in Honolulu, Bruno Mars grew up in a family lounge act where his Filipino mother, Bernadette, sang folk songs while his Puerto Rican father played percussion. By age 4, he was mimicking Elvis Presley in glitzy costume performances at local clubs, absorbing stagecraft, choreography, and the fusion of Motown grooves with ukulele-driven island melodies. Songwriting breakthroughs and debut album. Before stepping into the spotlight, Bruno penned hits for Travie McCoy, Billionaire, and Brandy, Long Distance, showcasing an uncanny knack for hook-laden melodies. In 2010, his debut album Doo-Wops and Hooligans dropped with 3 top 10 singles. Just the Way You Are won a Grammy for Best Male Pop Vocal Performance, while Grenade and The Lazy Song cemented his reputation as pop's next genius. Global tours, collaborations and awards. Collaborating with Mark Ronson on Uptown Funk, 2014, Bruno rocked the charts for 14 weeks and amassed over 4 billion YouTube views. His 2016 album 24K Magic earned 8 Grammy nominations, winning Record of the Year. Between 2017 and 2018, his 24K Magic World Tour sold out 99 shows across 6 continents, selling over 1.5 million tickets and grossing more than $350 million, proof that his blend of funk, R&B, and showmanship conquers any stage. Filipino pride and humanitarian impact. Proud of his Filipino heritage, Bruno donated $1 million to Philippine typhoon relief in 2019 and frequently headlines benefit concerts for local charities. He's an outspoken advocate for arts education in Manila, inspiring young Filipino musicians to chase global dreams without losing cultural roots. Closing and channel transition. Bruno Mars's rise, from Waikiki lounges to Grammy podiums, showcases the power of heritage, versatility, and relentless showmanship. That wraps our in-depth spotlight on Filipino musicians who conquered the world. Stay tuned for our next chapter on Celebrity Life Archive. And that's our journey through the soundtracks of Filipino pride. From Lea Salonga's historic Broadway triumph to APL to 8-piece Grammy-winning anthems, Arnell Peneda's rockstar rise with Journey, Shereice/Jake Zyrus's viral-to-Billboard Odyssey, and Bruno Mars electrifying stadiums worldwide, each of these artists has rewritten the rules of global stardom and amplified Filipino brilliance on every stage. Which story moved you the most? Tell us in the comments below. We love hearing your favorite moments. If today's episode struck a chord, smash that like button, share with fellow fans, and don't forget to subscribe to Celebrity Life Archive. Tap the bell so you never miss a beat of our next deep dive. Up next, we're going behind the lens to spotlight the Filipino cinematographers and editors crafting Hollywood's biggest hits. Until then, keep celebrating the talent that makes our world sing. Thanks for watching.